Guys, it is officially July 1st, and I am going to give you the full roadmap for Ohio State 2023 recruiting throughout the entire month of July. It should be a major month for the Ohio State defense in terms of 2023 recruiting. And guys, it actually kicked off yesterday. Kelvin Simpson-Hunt announcing his commitment literally at the worst time possible. It was so hilarious. We've got Kevin Durant, coming out with demanding a trade, the whole, realignment, USC, UCLA, and then Kelvin Simpson-Hunt flipping his commitment from Texas Tech to Ohio State. Technically, I think he decommitted and then committed to Ohio State. But either way, guys, the story on Kelvin Simpson-Hunt, this was a kid that early in the process committed to Texas Tech, blew up, started receiving offers from everyone, and Ohio State lands their third cornerback in the class of 2023. You can take a look at his overall rankings comparison. ESPN, the only ones, they have him outside of their top 300, and guys, you know how I feel about ESPN. They are a horrible, horrible ranking service, but Kelvin Simpson-Hunt is regarded as a top 200 prospect nationally, as high as a number 107th overall by the On3 rankings from the state of Texas. Congratulations to Kelvin. Congratulations to this Ohio State defensive staff. This is really kicking off. Yesterday, June 30th, we get the first we got the first major defensive commit, in this run when Kyan Lee committed after his official visit. And now Kelvin Simpson-Hunt is the number two guy, and we have a major commitment on tap today. Jermaine Matthews, the four-star recruit from Cincinnati, listed as a cornerback, 5'11 and a half. And guys, I don't want to ruin the kid's commitment. If you want to see, he's announcing at 1 o'clock this afternoon, but we are all expecting very good news, obviously, for Ohio State. Cincinnati was in on him for a little bit. There were some questions. Would Ohio State accept his commitment? If Ohio State doesn't take him, he'll go to Cincinnati. But guys, you can take a look at his overall rankings. I'm not even sure if ESPN knows this kid exists. Guys, why is I'm not even going to talk about it. I won't even talk about it. But you can see he is right now regarded as a 3-star prospect according to On3 and 247 Sports. But we got a major update from one of the On3 rankings analysts. They saw him at a camp at one of LSU's camp or something like a week ago. They said he blew it out of the water. So On3, we know this for a fact, On3 will at least be bumping Jermaine Matthews up. I don't know how high they're going to bump him. I'm not going to speculate on it. Right now, he's a low 4-star, and a lot of people are going to be pissed when he commits because it's going to bring Ohio State's average down. But guys, I think this kid's possibly a top 200 player. He certainly is going to move up from where he is right now because these recruiting sites have said they're going to move him up when they have their next updates. How much they move him up, I don't know. Is he a top 6 player in the state of Ohio? Maybe. I think he has that potential. Right now, he is a low 4-star. He is committing today at 1 o'clock. I don't know if he's announcing maybe on his Twitter. By the time people watch this video, he's probably already committed. It's 11 a.m. right now as I'm recording this. Hopefully I get it out by noon. But Jermaine Matthews tomorrow. We had Kelvin Simpson-Hunt yesterday. But I figured, guys, I'll just go down the list of all the guys that could possibly announce in July. And like I said, Ohio State, they like getting their recruiting done early. So there should be a number, maybe 5 or 6 defensive commits in the month of July for Ohio State. That's what I expect. So the first guy, Caleb Downs. The time frame I would give for Caleb is mid to late July. That's what we're looking at right now. And I know there were people that were a little bit nervous that Caleb Downs was taking an unofficial visit to Texas. Guys, calm down. Caleb Downs is not an NIL recruit. He's going to make his decision based off of relationships, based off of development, not because Texas throws him a bunch of money. So calm down on that. Caleb Downs, late July, that's the timeline I'm looking at. He's already taken all of his official visits. That's Ohio State, in my opinion, their number 1 overall target, in my opinion, Caleb Downs. The next guy we're going to be looking at for a decision is Tackett Curtis. He has a top 3 of Ohio State, USC, and Wisconsin. He's already taken all of his official visits. This is a kid Ohio State's led for probably at least 8 months, I would say. And sometime in the month of July, I believe he will be fully committed to Ohio State. His recruitment is winding down, so that could be a major pickup. Another guy, a one-tech, John Walker, the big defensive tackle from Florida. Maybe a team that you would say might have a chance at him would be Florida University, but they've been such a mess. This kid's virtually committed to Ohio State. They sealed it during the last official visit. John Walker will be a Buckeye sometime in July. That is my prediction on him. Daniel Harris is not happening, unfortunately. Darren Reed is the other one. Darren Reed actually announces on July 1st, and he has a top 2 of Ohio State and LSU, and it's kind of a battle right now. I saw a crystal ball to LSU, which was funny. I wouldn't take too much stock into that. But Darren Reed, so Ohio State, what Ohio State wants, they want Darren Reed as their 3-tech defensive tackle, and they want John Walker as their 1-tech defensive tackle in this class. And those are 2 guys, especially Darren Reed. Darren Reed has an extremely high chance to move significantly up the rankings. Okay, guys, significantly. On3 recruiting service actually has Darren Reed as like a top 30 player, and all the other services have him as a 3-star. It's really interesting, but he is the guy that is committing on July 1st. As for Arvil Reese, it's anyone's guess. This is an Ohio kid who they want as a linebacker. I think he will end his recruitment very soon, personally. He's going to be a Buckeye. It's just a matter of when. And then, of course, we've got the quarterback situation that's expected to be worked out in the coming days. Austin Novosad finished as like a top 6 or a top 7 guy at the Elite 11. He's due for at least a small rankings bump. I think he'll probably be a top 200 composite guy by the time 247 Sports releases their midsummer update, and his decision could come any day. He has said for at least 2 weeks now, originally he wanted to have his decision done before the Elite 11. Apparently, the reason he hasn't decided, he wanted a Texas A&M offer. He got the Texas A&M offer. He also wants a Georgia offer, but I still would expect this to be between Ohio State and Baylor, and I do expect Austin Novosad to be Ohio State's quarterback in this class. Again, with Austin Novosad, it's the decision of you're going to get playing time early at Baylor, and at Ohio State, it's going to be very tough because of Dylan Raiola, because of Devin Brown, but it's the decision of you can still come to Ohio State, learn under Ryan Day. Worst case scenario, you're learning under Ryan Day for a year or 2, and then you can hit the transfer portal and play immediately. That's why the transfer portal is helpful when recruiting quarterbacks like that, but Ohio State in on it right now for Austin Novosad. We've got Jermaine Matthews expected to announce this afternoon at 1 o'clock. He will, you don't want to spoil his commitment, but so he's announcing at 1 o'clock. We had 2 cornerbacks commit. Ohio State, I think, has the number 1 class right now. I already had said this. It's just going to be a kind of a war right now between Ohio State and Notre Dame, because Notre Dame's about to land 3 more commits. They just picked up a top 100 offensive tackle yesterday. They're going to get about 3 more. Micah Bell, I believe the cornerback, is committing July 4th. Rico Flores, we remember him. He was going to be a Buckeye if Ohio State missed on Noah Rogers. They didn't miss on Noah Rogers, so Flores canceled his Ohio State visit, and he will be committing to Notre Dame. But there's just kind of a roadmap. Also another guy, Jason Moore. I believe Jason Moore is done with all of his... Yeah, he has to be. Because Jason Moore officially visited Ohio State, Notre Dame, Michigan, and I think Penn State. He's already official. So his recruitment could actually be wrapped up in July as well. So that's another one to watch. So guys, Ohio State, I would say maybe 5 to 6 defensive players committed in the month of July, spearheaded by the Caleb Downs commitment. My personal opinion, the linebackers, you're looking at Tackett Curtis, Arvil Reese, both committing in July to Ohio State. The defensive tackles, you're looking at Darren Reed and John Walker, both committing to Ohio State. We know about Jermaine Matthews. We know about Calvin Simpson-Hunt already committing. We know about Kyan Lee already committing. So it's a major defensive haul for Ohio State expected in the month of July. And I said this in my last Ohio State video. By August 1st, we should have a major, it should become very clear where Ohio State's class currently stands and where Ohio State's class will finish at the end of the year, because we're also going to get major updates in terms of the rankings, and we're going to get guys moving up and moving down. And I've already said I expect Dijon Johnson to move up. I expect Kyan Lee to move up. There might be a few guys from Ohio State that move down a little bit, but I think overall Ohio State is going to be boosted by the recruiting updates when these 247 Sports and On3 have their summer updates. Again, Rivals already had their update like about a month ago, so I don't think they're going to be doing another update anytime soon, which is fine because Carnell Tate's already a top 10 player according to Rivals. Brandon Innes is already a top 10 player according to Rivals. There's some sites like 247 Sports has Kyan Lee outside their top 200. I think he's going to get bumped up. Dijon Johnson outside their top 200. ESPN is a dumpster fire. I don't think ESPN even does rankings anymore. I cannot tell you the last time ESPN updated their rankings. They don't have 2024 rankings. I think they defunded their recruiting services. I think it's time to remove them from the composite. Let's hope that happens. If ESPN gets removed from the composite, Malik Hartford is going to zoom up the boards because he's being weighted down. Carnell Tate becomes a top 10 player in the nation. If ESPN gets removed from the composite, Carnell Tate is a composite top 10 player. Guaranteed. So hopefully it happens. It'll help Ohio State in the long run if it happens. It would boost the class. But guys, that is going to do it. We're expecting a major July that actually kicked off yesterday, maybe even a few days ago with Kyan Lee. And then yesterday we had Calvin Simpson-Hunt. And today, Jermaine Matthews is announcing, or if you're watching this, he's probably announcing right now, or he already announced. So guys, that's going to do it for this video. Make sure you're following me on Twitter. Link to that's always in the description. I'm, of course, the Depressed Ginger. Thank you for watching.